Come on into the AT&T Center here in San Antonio, Texas. Look at that crowd on hand for the Xtreme Bulls Tour San Antonio 2. Dan Miller along with Don Gay and Jennifer Smith, and you haven't missed a thing as we get ready to head down to the chutes. Donnie Gay, Douglas Duncan getting set to start us off.
Got a Frontier Rodeo bull called Lightning Bug, and this is a really good bull. He's only had one qualified ride, but he's real rider friendly if you can do it like Douglas Duncan can. He's a good bull rider. Bull fading to the right away from his hand. Nice bull ride going right here. Got everything just like you want it, and that's a textbook perfect ride from the Rookie of the Year, Douglas Duncan.
Douglas Duncan, the bull rider from Texas, gets it started here in San Antonio 2 for the X-Bulls. Take another look.
All right, around to the right. Watch what he does with his hips. You see it, free hand, doesn't come behind his back. He's just kind of riding along, got his hips in the right spot, shuffles his feet around,
nice.
Bull bucking. That was just excellent.
87.5 points for Douglas Duncan to get us started here. We are in San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio 2. San Antonio, Texas Xtreme Bulls presented by B&W Trailer Hitches. What a crowd on hand. Close to 18,000 people here. A lot of money at stake.
One-day competition,
wow.
$75,000. High man on 2 is going to be the champ, Dan.
Lots of guys are here ready to ride. Some are missing. Let's go down to Jennifer Smith to find out who is not going to be here. Jennifer?
Well, guys, it's hard to believe we're already on our 3rd event here on the Xtreme Bulls Tour, and surprises abound today as we already have some big names in pro bull riding missing. Bobby Welch is missing due to some deadlines, as well as our 2008 Xtreme Bulls champion, Chance Smart, because of some injuries. We'll discuss that a little bit later, but with $75,000 at stake, guys, this is not an Xtreme Bulls to miss.
Exactly right, Jennifer. A lot of money on the line. As Donnie mentioned, $75,000. Douglas Duncan started out with 87.5. Here's Brian Curtis from Belfouche, South Dakota on the Calico Cat. Donnie.
Oh, Frontier Rodeo. Jerry Nelson's got some good bulls in the draw, and this is another one. Around to the right away from his hand. Carbon Copy going down in the well. Look out, Brian Curtis. He's hung in the bull rope. Travis Adams, start earning your money. Clay Collins right there.
Man.
Oh, boy. Kevin Ellis. Bullfighters, you get that Walter Brennan limp back to the chutes, but you know what? He's still upright. Watch this. He just overrides him, Dan. Gonna let it, hips perfect right there. Lets him slide down because he goes too far. Does a good job keeping his feet. Little love tap there by Calico Cat. Watch this. You know, you talk about airborne. Look how strong these bulls are. Just whoop. Oh, yeah.
See the presence of mind, Donnie, from Brian to grab the tail of that bull rope. Unbelievable. No score for Brian here. 87.5. Douglas Duncan leading the way here as we look at Trent Cormier, the Cajun. He's on cool hand Luke.
All right, another Frontier bull. Looks to the right, back around to the left. They're all going away from their hand. Trent Cormier made a nice move right there. Got it going on, looking good.
Yeah.
Nice job, Trent Cormier. Gets down. All right, Kevin Ellis right there, distractible. You see Leon Coffey, my old buddy in the barrel out there.
And Donnie, they're saying a no score. Let's see if we can see what happened. I don't think he hit him.
Well, you know, he had to have a loop or had to touch him. You know, he's coming close, but you know, from this angle, you know, to me, never was even close. I would have given him a score, but you know, the judge, he could have had a loop coming out of the gate.
Let's down to Jennifer. She is with Douglas Duncan.
Well, guys, off of a big year in 2008, Rookie of the Year, your first national finals, you achieved a lot last year. I know you're coming into 2009 with big hopes as well.
Yeah, just my goal last year was try to win a world title, and every year I set out rodeoing. I mean, I don't enter to win second, so first place is only where to be.
Well, that was evident by your ride right here. What are specifically your goals right now?
Win a world title.
Well, that's plain to say, isn't it?
That's it.
Good luck. Congratulations on this win.
Thank you.
Douglas Duncan, that's a fine young man, good family too, and keep your eye on him. Here's a great veteran getting set to go, Jesse Bale, the man from South Dakota. He is on Jim Elbows.
All right, well, we know where this bull came from, belongs to Sammy Andrews now, and Jesse Bale, he's pretty healthy. Round to the left into his hand. Let's see if he gets it going. Got to stay up on the bull rope, spurring with the outside foot. Got to get aggressive, and that's what's been causing him some problems. Makes a nice bull ride right there. Good job.
Jesse Bale is off to a good start this year, Donnie. Boy, I'd like to see him have a good year on the bull, Jim Elbows.
Riding broncs really good. He always does that. And bull riding has been a little streaky since he broke his leg, but that's been 2 years ago. I think finally he's gotten some confidence in his health.
And there's the score, 81.5.
Wow.
Man, oh man.
I thought it was a lot better than that. That bull bucked good, and he rode him awfully good, but 81.5 puts him in second place.
Here's Zach Oakes, the Washington bull rider, on tap out from Andrews.
All right, Andrews sends another good one. Zach Oakes, he's got some hip problems, but it doesn't look like it right now. Got things going, staying up on a bull rope. Nice bull ride.
Boy, that was a good effort. Bull got him back off that rope a little bit, Donnie, and he hustled.
Well, he just got back up on it. He didn't stay back, you know, and he doesn't take a hold with his feet. You can see what he does. He just kind of knees up. He just shuffles around off of the rope right there, as you say. Now move back up on it. Everything looking good. And that bull is trying to slide him back, but he couldn't get it done. And 83 points, and now another leaderboard change moves him into second place.
He's now in second place. Let's go down to Jennifer. She's with Ted Bryant from Justin Sports Medicine.
Well, Don, Dan, as we discussed earlier, our current Extreme Bulls champion was sidelined at our Extreme Bulls event in Rapid City. It was scary, it was ugly, but thank goodness he's going to come out of it, isn't he?
Yes, he is. In fact, 2 days after he was taken to the Rapid City Hospital, he stayed there 2 days, and then he was able to go home, and he was checked on up there by Dr. Duchesne. And then he was given instructions on what to do when he got back home, and he's to see a ophthalmologist and a neurologist. And Chance is doing fine right now. He has a small broken bone in his face, experiencing a little bit of double vision, but other than that, doing real well and just waiting on. He'll probably be out around 30 days.
Thank you so much. Ted Bryant with Justin Sports Medicine. Guys, we hope to see Chance back soon, don't we?
Absolutely right, Jennifer. Boy, that was a tough hit from Chance Smart. We still wince watching that again. Let's get set to go down to shoots Mike Moore. I believe he's talking with Cody Snyder down there.
He'll have to stand. He won't leave there that hard, I wouldn't think. Okay, you guys be ready.
Cody is a shoot boss here in San Antonio, Donnie, and Mike Moore is on the bull called Chicken Hawk.
Well, he's well credentialed, and I'm talking about Cody Snyder, 1983 world champion bull rider. He's from Canada, and he's really done a good job helping these bull riders, and he understands what they're doing. Oh, Mike Moore, hang in there. He's got a wild mouse out there around to the right, stays up on the bull rope, and just a great effort right there. Chicken Hawk, they call him. That's a classic rodeo bull. Looked like he might have got a tail or something up there, right up across the face.
You know what I liked about that? You could see that Mike slapped the bull, Donnie, but he stayed in there with it. There's the yellow flag on the ground. No score.
You know, that's twice. I didn't see that one either, but, you know, right there, he actually hit that bull, goes on around to the right, trying to get him down in the well, but a no score for Mike Moore. Good effort, but sometimes it just doesn't pay off.
Boy, he just stayed right there with it. Take a look at our leaderboard. Douglas Duncan, the man in the lead with 87.5 points. Zach Oakes right behind him here in San Antonio.
The Extreme Bulls Tour is brought to you by B&W Trailer Hitches, makers of the turnover ball gooseneck hitch system. A hitch when you need it, a level bed when you don't. By Wrangler, long live Cowboys. And by AT&T. For exclusive access into the world of rodeo, check out MediaNet on your AT&T phone. AT&T, your world delivered.
Back in beautiful San Antonio, Texas, Extreme Bulls presented by B&W Trailer Hitches. Of course, the world famous Alamo here in San Antonio. San Antonio, the second largest city in the great state of Texas. And we are inside the AT&T Center here. Douglas Duncan in the lead. A new feature for you. You can see our countdown up there. Cannon AC coming up in about a minute and a half, but right now Fred Boettcher is up on the monkey wrench.
Boy, this is a good bull right here. Hadn't seen Boettcher since last fall. Hopefully he got all healed up, ready to go again. The veteran right now, this is Silverado bull. Round to the left into his hand. Fading out across the arena, kicking. Boettcher looking good, spurring with the outside foot. And leaderboard, watch out. The judges are gonna like this bull. Real rider friendly, but I tell you, what a nice job from the old wily veteran, Fred Boettcher. He's grinning, he said, man, that felt great.
Big smile on his face.
Look how much air this bull had. When they spend that much time in the air, they got a lot of timing. You see Fred taking advantage, moving the outside foot. Position is perfect. Nice job. Clay Collins comes in at the horn, and Fred Boettcher doing good. How
He's
about
our
it?
new leader right there. 88 points. Fred Boettcher takes the lead.
Clay Collins. They're thinking, oh, they all feel good.
There's our countdown to Cannon-Acey. It's coming up right now. He's got to follow that 88. There's Cody Snyder talking to Cannon, getting ready.
Job him up points, Cannon. Let's get him standing. Job him if you got sports. There you go. There you go.
All right, got him standing up there where he can pull that bull rope. You know, if they're not standing, if they're squatting down when you start to pull the rope, whenever they jump out of the chute, it'll be quite a little bit looser than what you think it might be. But this is a good draw right here. Sweetness for Cannon-Acey.
Cannon had some injuries last year. Donnie off to a fairly good start this year. Hopefully he'll get tapped off on this Sweetness.
Well, he just got to get to where he's having fun making the whistle again. He's straining a little. Sweetness is a good draw. He needs to get aggressive right here. This bull fading, turning back, bucking good. Nice job.
You know, Donnie, on that...
I like it when he gets off and he gets up. He's not limping. He's not holding his hand. He's not, you know. But, you know, when the bull turns back into his hand, we all know he can ride him going to the left, no problem, about as good as anybody. And he just got to get his confidence up, you know, because when he had to go to the helmet, he had his face bones crushed and, you know, pretty serious injury, 84.5. That puts him in the mix. We'll see him again. But in the short goes where he's got to not do the tighten up.
Fred Boettcher is in the lead with 88 points, and he is with Jennifer.
Well, guys, Monkey Wrench is a little bit younger bull, never been ridden before, 100% buck-off rate. I can see why with those big jumps and leaps.
Oh, yeah, he's a really good bull. A lot of the guys were telling me about him, and they said they're just what I needed, actually. You know, I've kind of been struggling a little bit earlier this year, and that just takes one, and looking forward to the short round.
And he's in
what
the
a
lead.
good ride.
Yeah, 88 points. Here's Tate Stratton from New Mexico. The bull is called Legacy.
Well, I like this bull, little yellow bull, Silverado Rodeo, and I tell you, watch this one turn the crank. Tate Stratton, you heard me talk about him being a college kid, rolled into his hand right out of the gate. Legacy was going to go to the right 100 miles an hour, but nobody aboard, no score for Tate Stratton.
Really far to the left out of there and kind of drug it.
Clay Collins kind of talking it over with him. Didn't last long. Donnie.
You always
No
like it when a bull rider starts critiquing your ride, you know?
Lonnie Carpenter's coming up on Malibu. Jennifer's going to take a look back at Malibu and Wesley Silcox.
But Dan, Wesley Silcox rode this bull Malibu last year at San Antonio for a score of 94. He is a finals caliber's bull. The problem on Malibu for Lonnie Carpenter today is going to be that he has a 100% buck-off rate for left-handed riders. And Lonnie, unfortunately, is a left-handed rider. Don, that gives Malibu the edge, doesn't it?
Well, it does, but you know what? If a guy can stay up on his bull rope, I'd just soon have one that spins that fast, go away from my hand, where I can reach out over the front end a little bit. That helps you stay up on your bull rope. As you saw, Wesley Silcox had a little problem with that. Let's see if Lonnie Carpenter can get her going. If you can keep that elbow out forward and down, you're good. And it starts out great. Keep it forward, it comes back, he comes down. I mean, you know, you think that it's really simple, and it's really not. It's easy to say, but really hard to do. See his elbow, watch, everything looks good, keeping it out front. Now watch it come back, He's bucked off. You know, if the guys would just watch that and know that those bulls are not bucking in slow motion. They watch these things back, and it's tough. That's a no score. A lot of money, $75,000 out the window.
And you called it exactly on that one, Donnie. Fred Boettcher in the lead with 88 points. Jake Wade, Alamo, Nevada, is getting set on Heat Wave.
All right, Pro Rodeos Inc. brings this one in here and around to the left, and a good draw. Wade makes a nice move. See where he got his hip? Free hands up, perfect. Nice job right there. Jake Wade, if he would ever learn and get some consistency, you see Travis Adams, Kevin Ellis move in there. He knows he's made a great ride. He just needs to do that on more than one in a row. And that's what happens to him. It's that you can't make any better move than what he just did. Now that bull, he slowed down, helped him a little bit, but Jake Wade looked right down the gun barrel and was a nice bull ride.
Good score as well, Donnie. 84 points for Jake Wade. All important, get that first one covered here in San Antonio to get a shot at that 75 grand. Here's the man, world champ B.J. Schumacher, Hillsboro, Wisconsin. He's on Jawbreaker.
Well, you're glad you got a helmet on whenever your bull's name is Jawbreaker.
Yeah,
you know what? Schumacher's not going to worry about it. He's just now, in my mind, starting to get where he's riding good again. But he really wanted to ride this one. He is wild and got him off his bull rope, slides him back. But he'd never seen that bull, but he's thinking, one more time and I got him. Almost gets it. You see where his hips go. That bull rears up in the front, doesn't kick. So you don't know if that bull is going to wind up being good for 8 seconds or not. But kind of an eliminator in what we've seen so far.
Exactly. No score for B.J. Schumacher. Not a guy you want to talk to right now. Fred Boettcher's the man on the top of the leaderboard with 88 points. Douglas Duncan is right behind him, Donnie, and Cannon AC is in the hunt as well. Great crowd on hand here, getting set for more action from San Antonio. When we come back, Clayton Savage, he won San Antonio 1. He'll be back when we return here to San Antonio 2 Xtreme Bulls.
Our champion is here, Clayton Savage. Come out here, will you, buddy? Here he comes. Here's the man.
I think that win really just makes me want to go harder, and it really helps when you keep drawing well consistently and keep getting on good bulls. My goals this year is just to really make them finals, and I'd just really like to have the best riding percentage. That's something that's always kind of put some fire under my boots. Maybe #1 right now, but still a long road. I'm still playing last place and just gonna forget about it and just go to as many roads as I can and have fun.
It's always a lot of fun when you're winning here. A tough first round so far. Fred Boettcher in the lead with 88. Jesse Bale, 81.5 points. Let's head down to Jennifer, talk about this matchup between Clayton Savage and Real Western.
Well, Dan, Clayton Savage is growing to love this arena, but he has a real challenge today in Real Western from D&H Cattle Company. They're known for having great stock, and Real Western has 100% buck-off rate. And Clayton has had the flu. He said he feels like he's only competing at about 80%. Don, I know we saw that with Chance Smart when he was competing with the flu at the national finals. It probably cost him a world title, didn't it?
Well, you never know what cost you what. It's always just one ride at a time. And, when you're winning, you go hard. When you're not winning, you should go harder. That was what I always thought.
He's also, Donnie, got a little bit of a tendon problem in his riding hand here. Clayton Savage, of course, Casper, Wyoming. Real Western in the matchup.
Okay, this boy jumped out there, got a big pile of money, so his confidence level is high. Western turns back around, and he's not anywhere close. That bull just mucked him out. Still 100%, and it makes you, with your hand kind of down on the side and pushing, he's going to have problems with that wrist, and better get used to that.
No score here. Goes from feast to famine here in San Antonio for Clayton Savage. Just moved to Colby Riley. He is on top flight.
All right, now the river sends a good one right here around to the right. This is a nice little bull. Okay, show off for Mom here on this one. They could have named this one Popsicle. Okay, good job. Nice ride, good get off.
Not going to be a high score, though, Donnie, but he's going to go on, it looks like.
Well, it's going to be a good score, and judges know it. I mean, there's not any of them that you would classify as easy to ride, but if there were one, that's him.
75 points for Colby Riley. More importantly, gets that first one covered here at San Antonio 2. Let's go to our world champion, Cody Hancock, getting set to go. See David Sharp right behind him. He is wired up, our Xtreme Bulls Arena director, kind of helping Cody out in the chutes, guys.
All right, well, taking the wrap on that right hand and got to get her going. You see where he's got his little finger right against that backbone. That's perfect right there, Hancock. World champion in 2000. He's had his share of bumps and bruises. He's ready to get on the leaderboard into his hand. That's what he wants. Turn the crank.
Yes.
Oh, got going on right there, spurring. That's another nice draw. Away from his hand, dismount. Not easy to do. Good job, Cody Hancock.
Big smile, yeah. David said, I was the one that helped him out there.
Move, Cody, move, now ride. Sit up and ride. Attaboy, move, move.
You think David Sharp's not into this here? Look at that smile on him.
All right, everybody likes a winner, Cody Hancock. He's got the scars to prove it. Tough guy, and how about the score?
87 points for Cody Hancock. Puts him right in the thick of things here. As we take a look at our leaderboard, he's going to be in third place. Fred Boettcher still holding on to number 1 with 88 points. Let's get set to go to Garrett Vig from South Dakota.
Young cowboy. Oh, come on, Garrett. Yeah, he bucked his number off. Hang in there. Good job.
You know what, Donnie? That first second he got off that rope, I thought, no way. No way. But
you know, his number comes off, but kind of a tall kid, and he's going, okay, I like it here in San Antonio. I guess so. It's probably below zero somewhere in South Dakota. Round to the right.
Look,
there
right
goes
there.
His number. He's off his bull rope, and he just shuffled back. You know, but you see, look at his head. Got his chin tucked, keeps the bull in sight, and that really helps.
82 points. What I liked, he didn't tense all up and get stiff. He just was relaxed, kept hustling. Garrett Vig with 82 is right in the middle of this thing. Here's world champ Wesley Silcox, Payson, Utah. The bull's called 549.
D&H's cattle, and this is a young bull. You can see Wesley's left leg doing the bop. He's ready to go. He's fired up. Round to the left, and his hips are into his hand. He's already in trouble.
Yep.
Little young bull, and he'd like to have that one back. But you know, just because you're the world champion, this is the time of year that you got to quit thinking that. You hear it every time you get on from the announcers. You know, what all you won. The bulls can't read your resume.
No score for Wesley Silcox. Good to see him walking with less of a limp, Donnie. Wesley. Boy, he's had his troubles with injuries. Great to see him back. Jason McLean is up next from Lewis, Colorado.
All right, coming back from a broken neck last year. Breaks his neck, coming back to ride bulls. Come on, Jason, sweet tea. Round to the right, into his hand. That's what his head's come up. He's in a little trouble. Jumping and kicking, that looked good to me.
Did he make it? He's looking. Leon Coffey gets bumped over in the can out there. I don't know, Donnie.
All right, coming around to the right. They're saying no score, and this will be the second one that I've disagreed with, you know, Trent Cormier. But, you know, judges are making split decisions, but that's not going to keep me from disagreeing with them. You know, George Gibbs, one of the judges, might need to wipe those glasses off.
No score for Jason McLean. You can look around. He's not happy about that either, Donnie. No score. Take a look at our leaderboard with one guy yet to go. Fred Boettcher still in the lead with 88 points. Let's go to Jennifer, talk about our matchup with J.W. Harris.
Well, Dan, our new world champion, J.W. Harris, is making sure no one questions why he won the gold buckle. He's been riding everything. He's already winning third in the world. He has a little bit of a challenge today at San Antonio with Xtreme. This is a rematch for him. He actually rode this bull in 2007 here in San Antonio, and the bull came out ahead. But guys, JW has a lot more confidence, a lot more experience under his belt. In fact, Donnie, he says his big goal is to break your record for 8 world championships. What do you think about that?
Well, I think he's got at least 7 more years to go. Hang tough, Bubba. You know, but I tell you what, I love his attitude, and he could do it. Somebody's going to. Ooh. I'd be proud of JW. Screen going the other way. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, baby. All right, JW. You know, the guy's a cowboy. Nice job, Travis Adams, right there.
Man, what a move on that, Donnie. And they're saying no score.
I'm looking. I'm watching. Yeah. He got him with his elbow. I don't think his hand touches him. The judges may actually have been right on this one. I got to give credit where credit's due, and JW is going, you got to be kidding. But you know what? Look under your arm there and see if there's not any hair on that elbow. I think there may be.
You won't see a better effort than that. Well, that does it for the semifinal round, and what a one it was. 9 guys qualified. We'll be back to sort that out. The short go coming up here from San Antonio 2. We are back in San Antonio, Texas. Xtreme Bulls presented by B&W Trailer Hitches inside the beautiful AT&T Center. Semifinal round just completed. Fred Boettcher is the man at the top of the leaderboard with 88 points. Well, now it's time for a look at the Wrangler $1 Million Tour and a look at the 5 big moments from the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. It's a place where the perfectly timed nod or a tough enough grip of the rope could catapult you to the top of the Gold Buckle Tour. Number 5 on our list is a celebration of 60 years. The 4-time and reigning PRCA Indoor Rodeo of the Year is one of the richest rodeos on the tour this season.
Well, we're basically haven't changed in 60 years as far as being a volunteer organization, but we have progressed a lot in 60 years. Our volunteers are really amazing. They're from all walks of life, and they all work side by side together. We were tickled to death to be a part of the Gold Tour. We think it's good for rodeo, and I think being the first one out of the chutes was a good thing. And I think a lot of the contestants got a really good start with that Gold Tour.
At number 4 sits an unlikely duo in the team roping, 5-time NFL qualifier healer Brad Culpepper, and a rookie to the sport this year, Caleb Driggers. Proximity and ability is what brought these two together, and for a rookie to win in San Antonio, well, they might be worth watching out for this year.
I just get us entered and he rows and I row. He's just got a lot of talent and it's not hard to see, so it ain't like I discovered him. He's pretty natural with his road. I just want to keep him positive and keep him believing in himself because he can get it on fast as anybody. So this rodeo right here kicked us off, so we're going to be on the trail.
And they're doing well. Take a look at our leaderboard here on the tour. Caleb Driggers, Shane Phillips at atop the headers board, and Brad Culpepper and Archie Rogers lead the healers. Number 3 is a cowboy who spent part of last year coaching high school wrestling. But this year, Heath Ford's focus is again on bareback riding horses. And he knows and appreciates when he has a good one, like Wise Guy.
To be here feels awesome, but to get on a bucker like that and go against the best guys on the best horses and come out on top, ain't nothing more I can ask for. That tickles me to death. That horse has been spurred. That horse has won probably as much money as any horse going, and to see his name on that list, you know you got a chance. So I thank God for letting me have him and for putting a heart like he has in him, because it takes a lot of heart to go out there as long as he has and be as good as he has.
Heath's got his first 90-point ride of his career and his first San Antonio victory. See the leaderboard, Bobby Moat, world champion, right behind him. Number 2 on our list is Spud Jones, proving that his have-fun approach to bull riding might be something worth yelling about. This kid was the one San Antonio champion to compete at the NFR last year, and his finish here has him well on his way to go back to the Las Vegas lights.
Pop another rodeo, get on another bull, all worked out.
Just do the same old, ride bulls, and have fun. Just square up and try to do everything right. Just all smiles. It's pretty good.
Unique mouthpiece and the $1 million smile right there on Spud Jones. Take a look at his money so far. $15,000 puts him atop the leaderboard. J.W. Harris right behind him with $14,260. And number 1 is home to 2 cowboys we haven't seen in a while. Joey Bell left San Antonio the highest paid competitor, but credits his healthy horse for his big comeback.
The horse is the most important part of bulldogging. Big Iron's getting older, so I haven't wanted to haul him as much. He's 20 years old, and I'm not going to hammer him up down the road like I have in the past. So I stayed home and got some other horses going, and it might be that he knows he's got them replacements there, and he's just saying it ain't time for me to quit yet, because he's not.
Well, Big Iron isn't quitting. Doesn't look like Joey Bell is either. Look at him sitting atop the leaderboard there with over $19,000.
I got back on my old horse this year. He's been out a couple years. Sure makes a big difference.
Yeah, a big difference. Monty Lewis hasn't made major headlines since his 2004 world title win.
Oh, it's great. I didn't win nothing in January. Didn't run very many good calves, and February's been a lot better. I mean, this will boost me way up. Yeah, I needed this bad.
And boosted it did with over $17,000 won. Monty sits atop of the Gold Tour, followed by Timber Moore. Well, those were your 5 big moments in 5 minutes from the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. The Pro Rodeo Gold Tour has many more stops to make, more cowboys to wreck, and more money to earn. Join us for the next Wrangler $1 Million Tour. Great tour. Now let's take a look where we're heading here coming up on the X-Bulls this year. Laughlin, see that on April 4th, Reno on June 18th, and Cody on the 4th of July. Let's head down to Jennifer. She is with Fred Boettcher.
Well, guys, big win for Fred Boettcher on Monkey Wrench. Pretty much an unknown bull. You didn't know much about him coming in, did you?
I didn't know a whole lot about him. Cannon Acey had him at a rodeo last week, and he said, I think he won Jackson, Mississippi on him, and it's just what I needed. You know, I kind of been maybe a little struggling a little bit this winter, and really felt good, and looking forward to the short round.
Everybody's looking forward to the short round here. A little mutton busting going on in San Antonio. $75,000 in prize money. That's what's at stake. Almost 18,000 people in the stands. They're enjoying the mutton busting. They'll really enjoy the short go. That's coming up here when we come back. You can see Cannon Acey. He'll be going. The man from Powell, Wyoming. World champion Cody Hancock in the short go. Douglas Duncan, 87.5 points, and Fred Boettcher when we come back. We are back with Xtreme Bulls presented by B&W Trailer Hitches. Didn't have to tell you it was a bull riding, did I? That shot right there. There's the winner of the mutton busting. A lot more money at stake in the short go. Donnie, let's take a look at a recap of the semifinal round.
World champion B.J. Schumacher. Bull forgets to get the memo. Gets high in the front end, just kind of wallowed him off, but it's still a no score. Wesley Silcox, 07, champ of the world. Into his hand, down, no score. Bull didn't get the memo. And then we look, reigning champ of the world. Scream, he's bucking off J.W. Harris. Well, no, he doesn't buck him off. He just had to ride him with 2 hands, but that's still a no score. What a great ride for no money. But then world champion Cody Hancock, 553 at DH&T. No match for the champ, Cody Hancock. Yes, sir, veteran gets it done. Nice job. Douglas Duncan, Rookie of the Year, Lightning Bug, Frontier Rodeo, turning the crank, 87.5 points. He's in 2nd place. What a nice bull ride that was to start us off. And then Fred Boettcher, the wily, the veteran. He is a tough guy. Gets one going right here, Monkey Wrench. Turning the crank, 88 points. He's the man to beat.
That recap presented by B&W Trailer Hitches, all leading up to the final round action. Let's take a look at the 12 guys going on, starting off with Fred Boettcher. 3 guys, Donnie, had to draw into this round.
Well, we had 9 qualified rides. Colby Riley in there with that 75. And then, you know what? Trent Cormier, Jason McLean, they get in, they get drawn back, they slap their bulls maybe. But you know what? Let's look at the matchup. Jesse Bale and Buckeye. That bull, actually the matchup favors the bull. That Buckeye, I think, is a ranked dude along with Bob.
And Douglas Duncan has drawn Bob. But right here, let's start it off with Colby Riley on the Silent Assassin.
Comes in with a score, so he's got an advantage over the 3 that doesn't have a score. But you know what? You got to ride him in the short go. This is where it means something, makes a difference. But a good draw right here, Colby Riley, young guy. Let's see if he can get her done. Bull's gonna go to the left, away from his hand, he's in trouble, and buck down. You see the whip and the power. Silent Assassin, Silverado. That's a good bull right there.
Bull kind of set him up, didn't he, Don? He kind of ducked to the right and then came back around.
Well, he just looked, but I mean, that's a good draw right there, and Colby Riley's gonna have to learn how to ride those bulls just like he did in that first go-round.
Clay Collins looking at the replay as well. No score for him. Let's get set to move to the next man. You can tell by the purple in the chutes. Cannon Acey, Powell, Wyoming, getting set to go to work.
Okay, every time I look at his hand, and it looks like to me that it's too far down to the left, if that bull goes left, he's okay. But if he goes back to the right anytime before 5 seconds, Cannon's in, I mean, you give the bull the advantage. Bull jumps in the chute, got to start, round the left. This is a ranked bull. Cannon got to see. Come on, Cannon, ride a bull. Here he goes the other way. And what did I tell you?
Yes.
Anytime before 5 or 6 seconds, the advantage shifts way to the bull. Cannon Acey's got to figure that out, and then he'll be the champ of the world.
Watch this bull feel him over there.
He's got him ridden. Going to the left, he's going to ride him. No question. Now watch this. Bull jumps out of it. He absolutely has no chance. Lands on his feet, as a matter of fact. I don't know that that was a good thing, but still a no score.
That one, he's not holding anything or limping. He is just flat mad. No score for him. Of course, there's the standings. No changes in that board as we get set to move to our next guy, Jason McLean. And he's, Donnie, one of those guys that was able to draw back into this.
Well, you know, I didn't think he touched his bull and should have had a score in that first round. But you know what? Right now, it doesn't make any difference. If you ride in the short go, get a high enough score, you can move up in the average because it's going to pay on one. They're not going to ride many bulls, but Jason McCain just blowed out of there. Now, that bull turned the crank to the left and beats him around the corner and just flat bucked him off. Jason had a chance. You know, so, you know, whatever happened in the first go-round, they were giving him an opportunity to get it back right there, and he couldn't capitalize.
Look at the crowd on hand here at the AT&T Center. This event moved over here in 2003. Zach Oaks is up next. 83 on his first one. Here he is on Texas Charm. He's riding about 54%.
All right, well, you know, that's down pretty low for Zach Oaks and Texas Charm. I mean, a real electric little Brindle, but he doesn't have that many trips, and so I'm sure, oh, hang on in there. Leon Coffey just got bounced around. There's somebody knocking, but don't let him in. Yeah, Texas Charm. He'd think Texas Charm, but you saw he's loose. You know how he rides with his knees up there? That's just not conducive for a bull that's that quick and got that much fire right out of the gate. But a tough draw and a no score.
So far, it's been tough here. No score. Zach's going to end up with 83 points that he got in round number one. A lot of money at stake here in San Antonio. Fred Boettcher still at the top of the leaderboard. Of course, no changes up there. Zach Oaks going to leave with that 83-point score. And when we come back, that man right there, Jesse Bale, is matched up with the number 5 bull in the world. The bull is called Buckeye. Jesse Bale is riding well. You don't want to miss it. We'll be back to San Antonio. Beautiful nightlife here in San Antonio, Texas. Xtreme Bulls presented by B&W Trailer Hitches. San Antonio 2, we're inside the AT&T Center, and so far here in the short go, it's been 4 up and 4 down. But Donnie Gay, I think our luck is going to change here. We get set to head down to the chutes. Fred Boettcher, of course, still in the lead with 88 points, and he is still yet to ride here. We're heading down to Garrett Fig, South Dakota bull rider, and he is on migraine.
Well, it's a Three Hills bull. Bull comes from the Midwest up there in Iowa, and imagine he's enjoying the warm weather here in San Antonio. Garrett Vig doing the same thing out of South Dakota. Let's get her done. That's what you want to do. He's going to go to the right into his hand. Spurred around there. He lost the bull rope in trouble. Look out! You know, and that's a bull. There's one that should have been ridden. And when you hear me say you got to make the whistle when it means something, that right there is the reason not many people know who Garrett Vig is. Feet bounce out, got him whipped out of there. You know, that bull is spinning into his hand. He's just picture perfect to have drawn. He needs to ride that bull.
Got Jennifer coming up to talk about our matchup with Jesse Bale.
Well, Dan, Jesse Bale has one of the better draws in the finals here today. He has Buckeye, who is right now in the top 5 best bulls on Pro Bull stats. He has an 88% buck-off rate. His average score is 85.5. He has a little trouble getting out of the chute. Guys say that it takes a little bit to get out on him, but once they get out, he is awesome.
Well, this is our Lucas Oil matchup, Jennifer and Donnie. Does Jesse have a chance on him?
Well, he does have a chance. The only reason I say the bull has the advantage is Jesse's still a little rusty, but he's got a 100% buck-off ratio on left-handers. He should go to the right pretty quick, but he's got his butt where it needs to be. You just got to keep it set down. But he almost gets in there too far. Look out, takes a little love tap from Buckeye the bull, trying to hook him and falls down. Hits Jesse right in the butt, but everything's up. Okay, Jesse's going, man. You know, but he comes around. I want you to watch Jesse's hips. They go down too far. He has to wait. You know, when you set a trap, sometimes you wind up in your own trap. You see Jesse hit that ground moving. That bull was trying to get him, just couldn't get it done. But look here, little love tap. Said, hello, Jesse Bale.
Bullfighter
stuff. Oh, where did he go? Which way did he go? That little bull loves it, but he's a rank bull.
Jesse Bale, good effort, no score. He's going to leave here with 81.5 points. That, as they say, is a bucker. That bull fired out of there. No changes on that board. 5 up and 5 down. Somebody's going to get one covered here. Too much money at stake.
Right now, that means Jesse Bell's winning 5th place in the competition, and that's what that means. And 5th with $75,000 is going to pay pretty good, so all is not lost.
Let's go to the next man. You're looking at Jake Wade right there. He is on Savage.
I like this bull. Silverado, Harlan Robertson's got him in great shape, and they're really bucking good. Just right there to the left, and Jake Wade, you know, continues to ride one, makes one great ride, and then doesn't even warm the next one up. And this bull just turns right back, and you got to know, I mean, that hurts. I mean, he's trying his heart out, but the problem is you can't strain like you're bench pressing 500 pounds. You got to be able to move on these bulls.
Way late on that. Tate Stratton, the next man up, is riding about 49%, as you can see there, and he is on Spotlight.
Well, he had no score. He's one of the 3 that was drawn back. The 9 qualified rides that we had, Stratton, College Cowboy, Spotlight, and Silverado's another right there to the right. Tate got in there, and you know, another one, he wants to ride so bad, he over anticipates. He's thankful that he's in the short go, but watch his hips. Look where they're at. He's already way down inside and got his butt up in the air. He doesn't really ever sit down on the bull. No score.
Donnie, we've had 8 guys up and 8 guys down. Is it the money? Is it the pressure? Some of these bulls have been rideable.
It's not the money. You know, there's a lot of money out there to win. It's a great time to be a bull rider. But you got to make the whistle in the short go when they're going to pay the champion. It's self-imposed pressure. This guy right here, he understands it. Cody Hancock.
Cody Hancock, champ of the world, coming up when we come back.
The 2009 Xtreme Bulls Tour is brought to you by B&W Trailer Hitches, makers of the turnover ball gooseneck hitch system. A hitch when you need it, a level bed when you don't. By Wrangler. Wrangler, long live cowboys. And by Dodge and the all-new Dodge Ram 1500. Never back down from a challenge.
We are back in San Antonio, 8 men up, 8 men down so far in the short go, $75,000 in prize money. That's what's at stake here. We're getting set to go to Trent Cormier, a guy who literally drew back into this. Donnie calls it justice. They said he touched his first one. Here he is on Jive Talking.
Boy, he's got his hands full, but you know what? He can move up right now because you can be 90 on this. And right there to the left, if you see what I mean, just because you can be 90, that's assuming that you can be in the driver's seat when the whistle blows. And I tell you what, it might have took a little off of that long hair from Trent Cormier. Trent, I'm just jealous.
Show you some old pictures of old 8x here next to me here. There's Cody Hancock. Maybe he can break the ice for us here, Donnie, in the short go. He's riding 41%. He's on a bull called Aftermath.
Well, that 41% is not near as good as Cody would like, but you know what? Get it done when it means something. This is right where he can take a commanding lead. Oh, whipped him down right out of the gate. Knocked him right out of him. Whoa! Man, that was an ugly deal. Watch this bull fire. He's off. Now watch this. Boom! Back feet come right over his back, slams him to the ground. Cody Hancock, you talk about lucky didn't KO him.
And boy, we have seen that too often.
Woo.
That right there with Cody Hancock.
Well, he's done that for years. He's got more stitches on him than a professional boxer, but tell you what, he's a cowboy.
Got a great matchup coming up, Donnie. Our Lucas Oil matchup. Douglas Duncan on Bob.
I think this bull, you've heard me talk about him. I think that he should be named Bad Bob. Look at against left-handers, of which Douglas Duncan is. 100% hadn't been ridden that way. Been ridden one time in his professional career. And you know, who's going to name a real bucking bull?
Yeah.
Bob. I mean, I'm going, it's got to be Bad Bob, or something like that.
Look at all the paint on those horns.
Dirty Dingus McGee or something. I don't know.
Douglas riding at 44%. He was 87.5 on his first one. Great looking ride. He's waited a long time. Let's get her done, Douglas.
Hadn't nobody done it in the short go-round. Bull throws his head up right in the gate. Oh, look out. Round and round. What a move. Got it back in there. Come on. We're going to see it all right now. Oh, hello. He's waving out behind the chute. Yes, sir. Show me the money, baby. Yeah. Let him know it. Yeah. you know what? And that's worth more than money. That's why I call him a rising star.
Yes.
You know, here's a guy, he doesn't care if it paid 55 cents. He makes the ride because nobody else can do it. He said the only reason he's unridden is because I hadn't been on him yet. Look at this ride. What a move, that first turn. Everything is clicking. But look at him. He waved at him, and they all said, "Are you kidding me?" Oh, it doesn't matter how ranked the bull is. When you're in the right spot and you are tapped off, this is what we're talking about. Hey, Mom, look, just one hand. Yeah, okay. Little fanny, a little high old silver. Show me the money, write me a check.
Look at the score coming in for Douglas Duncan. 91.5 points, brings his total to 179. The first man to cover 2.
All right, well, everybody's having to say, man, congratulations. They hate your guts because you're getting all the money, but boy, what a ride.
Fred Boettcher, you can change all of that. He was 88 on his first one. He's riding 46%. He's on the Black Mamba.
He's going to have a little good fortune to ride this bull right here. This is a ranked bull. Been to the national finals a bunch of times, and it's no mistake. He whips his head up. He knocks some fire from him. Look out, guys. I mean, look at this bull. He starts to the left. He whacked him right in the throat. Oh, boy, that had to hurt. I mean, that's a ranked bull, Black Mamba. You remember that name.
Yes.
He could be in the running for Bucking Bull of the Year. Woomba! Yeah! If he doesn't have the helmet on,
right.
Fred Boettcher gets hit right across the eyebrows. Watch this. Boom! That horn goes underneath the face mask. I mean, you know, just don't get down there. 88 points. He's still going to win second. Going to win a bunch of money. So he didn't do that for nothing. But I tell you, that don't feel good.
There's the final results. Boy, Douglas Duncan, amazing ride.
The only reason I didn't have to say anything bad about the judges is it was pretty easy to judge. Only one guy, and you know, you had to get over 90. So great job.
Let's go to Jennifer. She's with Douglas.
Well, guys, Douglas saved the day. Not only was it the only ride of the night, but the highest scoring ride of the entire show. Bob is just one of those bulls that can take a guy with talent like you to the top.
Harlan Robinson did a fantastic job of bringing a set of bulls together, and it didn't matter what bull that you drew in the short round a while ago. He gave you a chance to win first every time. That's all we can ask for, and I just hope he keep them bulls like that coming.
Now, Bob is not a bull that's easy to ride, but when they ride him, they're high scores. He gave you a run for your money, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he made me work for every ounce of it, but I mean, it got the highest level of fans and all the money up. You want it to be a bucker. I mean, you don't like to ride a ranking bull in 1 second, so.
Well, you are a very confident young talent, and you've got big goals, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. World Championship.
Well, guys, he showed that talent. We'll see where it goes.
It was outstanding, Jennifer. Congratulations to Douglas Duncan. It's time now for our AT&T Best Performances Delivered. 4 rides here, AT&T subscribers. Your vote counts. Text A, B, C, or D to 2254. Standard rates apply, and we'll send you the results.
Cannon AC, he rode Sweetness in the semis, 84.5. And then Cody Hancock, Dan, text B if you like this bull ride right here for 87 points. Really made a good ride in that semifinal round. World champion, nice job right there. And Fred Boettcher, Rice Lake, Wisconsin. He texts the letter C for Freddie Boettcher, and a really nice bull, they called him Monkey Wrench, 88 points. The leader in the long go, or D for Douglas Duncan. How about that? 91.5, rides the bull Bob. First left-hander to make the 8-second ride on him. Pretty stout right there.
Remember to text A, B, C, or D to 2254 and tune in then on May 3rd for our next round of the best performance. AT&T, your world delivered. Be sure to tune in next time for our X-Bulls telecast, Houston and Laughlin on May 3rd at 12 and 1 p.m. Eastern, Reno on July 5th, 12 p.m., and then Cody on July 19th.
All right, well, Douglas Duncan, he's getting him a gold and silver buckle from the chairman of the board, Trace Kleberg III, and hats off to everybody. What a great bull ride that Douglas Duncan put on.
Outstanding. I'm Dan Miller for Donnie Gay and Jennifer Smith. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the X-Bulls.